Is the LMS really dying? When the Internet and World Wide Web became widely available in the 1990s, it wasn't long before the Learning Management System, LMS, as we know it today, came into being. It first appeared in the education sector, but soon it made its way into the corporate sector as well with the rise of e-learning. As defined by Ryan Ellis in A Field Guide to Learning Management Systems, an LMS is a software application that automates the administration, tracking, and reporting of training events. But he goes on to say that the best examples also centralize and automate administration, use self-service and self-guided services, assemble and deliver learning content rapidly, consolidate training initiatives on a scalable web-based platform, support portability and standards, and personalize content and enable knowledge reuse. Although tallies vary, there are at least 700 different LMS products out there for schools and corporations to use, and yet people have been talking about the decline and death of the LMS for at least a decade. Is the LMS really dying? If the LMS were really dying, why would the market keep growing? The global corporate LMS market is worth $2.06 billion right now and is predicted to continue growing at a rate of 28.2% to reach $7.12 billion by 2023. And if the LMS were really dying, why would it continue to attract millions upon millions of dollars from private equity firms? Even more to the point, a recent study from the Association for Talent Development found the LMS to be very much still alive and kicking with these key findings. 83% of organizations currently use an LMS. 71% of learning professionals say their LMS use has increased during the past 2 years. 69% of respondents plan to use their current LMS for at least the next 5 years. 25% are planning to switch from one LMS to another better suited to their needs. These don't sound like statistics you would expect from a dying software category, but everyone knows people love to hate their LMS, right? Just don't confuse LMS dissatisfaction with LMS death. There are things that an LMS still does and will continue to do really well. Those core learning management functions of administrating, tracking, and reporting about training and learning. The problem, as outlined by Mike Rusticki in Chief Learning Officer, is that everyone started demanding more and more specialized features and functionalities from LMS vendors. The vendors have tried to incorporate many of these additional features as possible, such as social learning, mobile learning, content management, performance support, and robust data analytics. In many cases, these efforts have missed the mark when compared to standalone, best-of-breed solutions focused on only one of these specialized features. You can be sure, though, that LMS vendors will continue to improve their versions of these specialized features to meet customer demand. There are also emerging technologies and tools that some people seem to think will lead to the death of the LMS as we know it. They're really good at what they do, such as the specialized features just mentioned, because they didn't start out from a learning management framework. Instead, they started out from a learning experience framework. And now, with the rise of the Experience API or XAPI, these various tools can be coordinated to work together, all the while providing powerful analytics. This is why you're beginning to see the increasing use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual reality, augmented reality, and even mixed reality in learning and training programs. But here's the thing. Being on the cutting edge of these emerging technologies and learning is well beyond the limited resources available to the vast majority of companies. It is only the largest companies that can afford to be early adopters. It will be many years before these emerging solutions become more widely available. In other words, for the nearly 6 million small and medium-sized companies in the United States with fewer than 500 employees, the LMS as we know it today will continue to be the go-to solution for managing their learning and training programs. To paraphrase something Mark Twain once said when asked about his own death being reported in the media, the reports of the death of the LMS are an exaggeration. Rather than just hating or ignoring the LMS, most companies would be better served by finding the right LMS that best meets their training and learning needs.